Well, this week we're in Emery and Ariel's bedroom, and the reason I wanted to be in their bedroom was because I wanted to show you one of the Christmas presents that Emery got for Christmas last year. This is one of my favorite Christmas presents that she's ever gotten because I honestly think it's kind of cool. Here it is. It's a letter E. Now, you're thinking, Ryan, that's really lame. How in the world does a 43-year-old guy like a letter E? Well, it's because it's so much more than just the letter E. It's actually a nightlight. But in order for it to light up the way that a nightlight should light up, we need to do, of course, what every other Christmas present in the history of mankind has needed, a battery, right? So after I put the batteries in here, what happened was I turned on the light and bam, there it is. It lights up and it changes colors, which I think is kind of cool. But the reality is, when you stop and think about it, our lives are a lot like this nightlight. We all have a desire to make a difference in this world, to do something or say something that shows God's love to the people around us. But before we can do that, we need to put some batteries in us. We need to be powered up before we can provide light for others to see. So the question then becomes, how do we get powered up? After all, Energizer hasn't come out with a battery for humans. At least they haven't yet. The thing is, Jesus gives us an example of what being powered up looks like. In Mark chapter 1, it says, "Before daybreak the next morning, Jesus got up and went out to an isolated place to pray. Later, Simon and the others went out to find him. When they found him, they said, 'Everyone is looking for you.' But Jesus replied, 'We must go on to the other towns as well, and I will preach to them too. That is why I came.' So he traveled throughout the region of Galilee, preaching in the synagogues and casting out demons." Like Jesus, there are days when I feel like it seems like everyone is looking for me. But on those days, I need to do the same thing Jesus did, to power up with prayer. The reality is, if you want to make a difference in this world, it starts with letting God make a difference in you first. The best way to do that is to begin your day charged up in prayer. Because in order for God to work through you, He needs to first work in you.